So we're all guilty. We wake up this morning. I'm a lucky guy because everyone's happy, right? 24/7? No Phillies fan, no Eagles fans in the room, huh? Okay, that's okay. Listen, I need somebody to send the Giants, right, to the bottom of the barrel with my skins, so we're not alone at the bottom, okay? So thank you. So we're all guilty of this. I roll up this morning, my alarm goes off, I pull up my phone, and Scott, you probably can't zoom in on this, but you guys can see this, okay? This is Inc. magazine, okay, where there's been a lot of talk about podcasting and everyone doing podcasting and content, right? So Inc. says, this leads to the question, of these 22,000 business podcasts, which one should you skip and which ones should you quickly subscribe to? And they say, here's a list of the top 10 business podcasts of 2015. And right at the top there, I don't know, you guys in the front row can keep me honest or throw stuff, right? It says, the top entrepreneurs in money, marketing, business, and life. And then there's John Lee Dumas and Tim Ferriss and Pat Flynn. So the top is my podcast, and I want to tell you a little bit about why I'm going to pull off the themes that have already been articulated before getting into the content. We just started this podcast on August 1st. We launched it at Podcast Movement. Okay, so this is like, it hasn't been a long time, but I knew two things, Eileen. I knew two things when I jumped in, and you're listening, right? Stand up, stand up, stand up. Give Eileen a round of applause. Scott, can we zoom in on Eileen? Are you loving the show? Are you loving it? You're listening to it every morning? Okay, come get your 100. Here you go. No, just kidding. We launched it August 1st, and I knew two things when we first started. If I did it every day, and it was really good, and I did it longer than anybody else would do it, so I'd stick to it, ultimately we'd win, right? And we'd be number one in iTunes. And that's what's happened. So consistency of content and doing it daily and never missing a beat builds trust with your audience and helps you win. So that's what we've done, and now we've got sponsors reaching out. They're wanting to pay us a lot of money to be on the show. I'm telling everybody no, because my main focus is you guys, small businesses, which is who we serve at Heyo. Okay, in Blacksburg, Virginia, they had frost this morning. It's unbelievable. So what we're going to focus on today, okay, over the next 30 minutes, is exactly how you can use a Facebook contest, okay, to add 10,000 subscribers to your email list in 48 hours. Now, where is Hannah, or Henna by Hannah? Is she in the room? Hannah, are you here? Stand up, stand up. Give Hannah a round of applause. Now, we talked this morning over breakfast, Hannah. You don't have any henna on you. Isn't this a great alliterate? Henna by Hannah. Heather. I got it wrong? I'm glad you corrected it. Heather, right? Thank you, thank you. So we talked this morning, and you're not running any Facebook contests, correct? And you do you remember why? What'd you tell me? You told, what she told, thank you, you can sit down. I don't want to have you stand and be like, you don't know, like, okay. She said, Nathan, reach is declining, right? I'm not getting exposure, right? It's easier for me to just do it from my website. Raise your hand if you're in that boat. Anybody? Raise your hand if you're in that boat. Okay. Real quick, out of everyone here in the room, how many of you have run a Facebook contest before? Go ahead and raise your hand. Okay, great. So a big variety. We've launched over the past 5 years about 500,000. Can you believe that? Think of it. 500,000 Facebook campaigns, okay? And what we do is we look at every campaign and what converts best and what doesn't convert. And then we present to new users the highest converting campaign templates. So what you're about to see over the next 30 minutes, okay, is exactly how you can structure these campaigns to win. Capture, email, leads. Now, I'm not a political guy, okay, but I like Donald Trump for his marketing tactics. All right, so I'm gonna break down, okay, the genius guide to attracting a larger audience like Donald Trump. Okay, fair? Good? Okay, that'll be fun. Number 2, 6 things every Facebook contest must have to succeed based off the 500,000 campaigns that we've run. And lastly, I want to show you 3 examples, okay, of campaigns that worked really well, and each of them captured over 10,000 email leads. All right? Now, this is my best imitation of a Jonas Brothers headshot. Bootstrapping, no professional photographers, you just do the whole selfie thing, and you just work it how you can. This is 5 years ago, okay, in my dorm room, studied architecture, dropped out, shared the stage with former President Bush at the World Leaders Forum in Judson, Ohio, at Judson University, And 1,500 people in the room talked about my love for small businesses. My mom was small business. My dad was a coal miner and then served small businesses as a UPS driver. Okay. I then went around the world speaking in art galleries and all over the place to curated masterminds teaching social media marketing, then had a best-selling creative live course to 10,000 small business owners, and now I find myself here with you guys today, and I'm so excited to be here. If you like something I say, if you like the fact that I'm wearing no socks, if you like the comb over, whatever it is, use the hashtag #AscendSummit. Listen, seriously, this is my way. This is my way of conversing with you guys after the conference is over. So if you use that while I'm speaking, I'll send you a very cute little 30-second video clip on my way to the airport, and those are always, look, she's getting like excited. She's like, ooh, what's the clip? What's your name? Beth. Very good. You're going to get a great clip. Okay, it'll be little clips. I'm going to look at your profile. I'm going to talk to every one of you. That is my goal. So let's jump into the content. First, Genius Guide to Attracting an Audience like Donald Trump. Let's talk about this guy. Let's talk about this guy. Anyone know what this means? Anyone know what this means? For those of us that were not so good at math in high school, we about wet ourselves when we see this. Here's what it means. Summation notation. Okay, and if you want to just like record this or something and then tell your boss when you got back from this conference to like validate, hey, they go, why'd you go? I say, well, boss, I learned the summation notation of the affinity score times the weight times time decay is called EdgeRank. And that's how Facebook decides, okay, what to show in users' news feeds. You're loving this back here. Glasses, you're all up. You're liking this, right? Do you know what EdgeRank means? No? Okay. I was talking to the lady behind you, but you're great too. Andrea, you guys are great. Christina came home last night at the Airbnb, and she's saying, I met this couple. Their website's amazing. What's the website name? Give it to me, Andrea. AndrewBeeman.com. It's a great site. Check it out. EdgeRank. Here's what it means. I'm going to break it down by showing a little bit of what Donald Trump has done. First things first, he does a great job at mixing content. If you watch any of these videos that happen to come through my feed, they're not professionally produced. Okay, I mean, these are like an intern, okay, in like the storage space in Trump Tower shooting these videos. Okay, it's probably a free intern. I mean, he's cheap. He's a cheap guy. I mean, he keeps expenses really low. Okay, so mix up your content. These things do really, really well. Notice he starts the first 5 seconds with words because you've got to unmute. That's a theme that's been said. But make sure if you're doing these videos, okay, if you're shooting a video because we don't have a team to hire, your first few seconds should be you going like, because you need to unmute you and then start talking. Okay, Gary Vee does a great job of that. So mix content. Number two, you can think of things. Text updates still do really well if they're quick, punchy, and cute. Okay, quick, punchy, and cute. They're doing well. Visual content's obviously great along with links. You guys know that. Big thing I don't see small businesses taking advantage of, keeping it timely. I always get folks coming up asking me questions going, Nathan, I'm in a small city. I don't have an internet business. I only care about clients that are within a mile of my hair salon or a mile of my you fill in physical location X. A great way to take advantage of that is to just read the newspaper every morning and post an update that's really relevant to that local city. Okay? Donald does a great job of this. Okay? Tom Brady gets out of Deflategate. Boom. He posts that. It does really well. Okay? Same thing over here on the left side. Okay? When Yogi Berra passed away. Make it relevant content. It doesn't have to be sexy. It just has to be there. You've got to be in the conversation. Right, Hannah? Heather? Right? Good. Second, show social proof. Okay? I guarantee you Donald Trump has people that he brings to the events and he says, I want you to stay in the back and get a picture, okay, with as many heads in it as possible, right, with me on stage going like this or whatever his pose is, because it communicates influence, persuasion, and power. And this works really well in a news feed, right? It's quick, it's easy, it's powerful, okay? So show social proof. There's a lot of ways to do that. Now, Donald Trump, some people like him, some people don't like him. Nikki, are you a fan? You like my comb over better? Yes? Okay, very good. I appreciate the compliment. I want you very quickly, okay, this is a little tough, so those of you that are low on coffee might struggle with this. I want you to study these letters up here on the screen right now. So if you're checked out in the back, tilt your heads up, off of Instagram, take a look at this. Here's what I want you to do. Remove 6 letters and spell a word. Okay, I'll give you 15 seconds, see if you can figure it out. Remove 6 letters and spell a word. Eileen, what do you got? Anything? Heather? Remove 6 letters and spell a word. Now, many of you probably looked at this and you probably thought pretty literal. You're probably trying to take out numbers, etc. But what if you actually took out 6 letters? You would then see that Donald Trump is actually bananas. Who said that? Who said? Keep me honest up front. What's your name? Denise. Very good. I like that. You keep me honest. Okay? So what I mean, I show you that. Don't take everything literally. Okay? I'm going to tell you stuff that works. Okay? But don't take it literally. Look at it through different angles. How can you apply it to your business? Okay? Remember, sometimes what it seems like it should be isn't actually correct. So let's now go into 6 things every Facebook contest must have to be successful. Okay? Here we go. These slides I'm going to go through fast, so these are the kinds of ones where if you want to like take a picture real quick, it's going to be faster than trying to take notes. So take pictures, I'm totally okay with that, but no live video. Okay, 6 things every Facebook contest must have to be successful. Number 1, okay, brand awareness. So a lot of people, they don't put their logo on these Facebook campaigns when they launch them, but you've worked so hard building your brand, right? You don't want to leave that out. So upper left, put your logo there. Okay? Now, I am going to make statements that are definitive statements that are yes or no. Okay? You have to take this is just literally me taking a mass amount of data that took us 5 years to gather, so I'm saving you about 5 years of your time, right? Okay? And it works for the data we have. You have to apply it to yourself. But logo and brand awareness in the upper left. Number 2, strong incentive in the upper right. You want the incentive to take up the majority of the campaign. Now, those of you that are not following me right now, when you're going, where is this living? This is inside a Facebook app on your Facebook page. It lives in the Facebook ecosystem. Okay, just so I can get a sense of where everyone's at, raise your hand if you know what a Facebook app is. Okay, good. Okay, so majority, that's great. Okay, strong incentive. Now, biggest mistake people make here, okay, is they decide to throw up an iPad or an iPhone. Nod your heads if you've seen contests like this. An iPhone, an iPad, something that doesn't emotionally resonate with your fans. Okay? You don't have to give away something expensive. You have to give away something that emotionally compels your audience to move. Okay? Emotion compels your audience to move. So if you run a physical location, okay, and in your store you walk in and on the left there's this like vase that like nobody ever buys. It's been there for like 3 years. Like 100% of the store is turned over, but that damn vase. Okay, give the vase away. Right? Give the vase away. Something that emotionally aligns with your brand. Okay? Don't give away an iPad, iPhone, Amazon gift card, something like that. You'll get a lot of leads doing that, but they won't be quality leads, right? And we all want big Aweber open rates, right? Yes? Very good. Next, countdown. We've experimented like heck on this. This is one of our experiments with 19 days. We've done 1 day. We've seen people do 50 to 500,000 different variations of different times for the campaign to run. If it's less than 7 days, there's not enough time for the momentum to build on the campaign. Does that make sense? What's your name? Carla. It makes good sense, right? There's not enough time for the campaign to get going. If it's more than 7 days, Carla, what happens? Your mom direct messages you on Facebook, you click that, and you leave the campaign, right? Right? I was presenting well, we won't go into that. I was presenting live one time in a demo. My mom, okay, I was on Facebook. She messages me. I won't tell you what the message said, but it was so embarrassing. I'll tell you, it's great, though. She loves embarrassing me. You want to take it and have it be 7 days. That's what we've seen work best. If you're optimizing for opt-in rate on the campaign, 7 days is what works. Okay? Now, after you get the countdown, and the placement's really important too, about 1/3 down the left side of the page. Okay, we've put the countdown all over the place. That's the best place to put it. The 4th thing you need to make it really, really easy to enter. Okay? Make it very easy to enter, with the email opt-in being the first step in the campaign, about 2/3 down the left side of the page. We are directly integrated with Aweber. Okay, and we send, it would blow your mind how many leads we send into Aweber customers' lists every month. It's a huge number, huge number. People are doubling their lists, okay, because they put this in the first step. Okay, you can see over here, you then integrate directly with Aweber up there in the upper right, okay, and when you click Aweber, it will show all your lists, and you can pick your list and select which Aweber list you want those leads to drop into. Now, everyone with me so far, yes or no? Yes? Very good. Next thing you want to do, people skip this step, okay? You want to ask them, step 2, click to like. Step 3, click to share, okay? Step 4, click to tweet. Now, many people go, Nathan, and I actually spoke with many of you at breakfast this morning. Joanne, Samantha, you both told me this. You're worried about legal ramifications of requiring certain things on the opt-in, right, or on the contest, okay? These things are not required in the campaign. You can put your email in, see where the enter button is? Carla, you see the enter button there, right under the first step? Okay, but because of how it's designed, and we've tested the heck out of this, because of how it's designed, people feel compelled to finish it. They've started step one, they feel compelled to finish it. So the reason this is important, okay, is because you're going to get a guy like this. Okay? Now, those of you not looking at my screen, do you know this guy? Okay, good. You all looked up. That's great. I got Chris Tucker's wife. That's a win. Yeah, I can see all the way back there. This is great. Okay, this is Paul. Now, you don't know Paul. He's an icon. Okay, but this is Paul. You need one fan like this to enter your campaign. Okay? One fan to enter your campaign. He enters your contest and shares and tweets. Let's say, okay, that he has 1,000 followers on Twitter, okay, something small, okay, maybe 500, and 2,000 Facebook friends. Okay, so he gets 3,000 people, right, potentially to see this. Let's say a very small few click through and then enter again, and they click share and tweet. This is what you call a snowball. Paul creates a snowball. 1 turns to 5, 5 turns to 50. We see this over and over again. And here's the kicker though, okay, you can write this down. You've got to have at least 100 Facebook fans to start the snowball. If you have less than that, you won't get the initial momentum and it won't work. So don't use these tactics until you've hustled your way to 100 Facebook likes. Fair? Everyone with me? Okay. Now, this doesn't happen in perpetuity. Okay? The logic I just used, I couldn't extrapolate and say, now you're going to get 20 billion people to opt in. It doesn't keep going. You get diminishing returns over time. But you'll get a large segment of your fan base will opt in because of how we've structured this campaign to turn your fans, Nikki, into marketers. We all like that, right? Fans turned in to marketers. Okay, so the last thing you want to do on these campaigns is make it mobile friendly. Now I want to ask you guys all of this. No one talks about this. It's a sensitive subject, okay? It's all sensitive. It's a smelly subject, to say the least. We wake up in the morning, we hit the alarm on our phone, okay? Carla, what's the first thing we do after we hit the alarm? She said, go back to sleep, right? Go back to sleep, refresh the Ascend Summit Twitter feed in your bed, maybe engage a little bit. Then you say, okay, get a cup of coffee, then you have to go to the bathroom, right? So you go in the bathroom, you're like, us guys, I'm like, I could stand up, but like, I don't have hands-free, so I sit down. What do? Then you whip out your phone, right? And a minute-long bathroom visit turns into like 20 minutes, and you've caught up on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, and you're done for your social for the day, right? Andrea's with her husband like, guilty, guilty. Takes up the bathroom all morning. All right. So here's why this is important, okay? Over 50% of Facebook users on a daily basis only access the network via mobile. That's not mobile and desktop. That's only access it on a mobile device. So if you don't launch a mobile version of your campaign, it's like trying to run a marathon with just your hips up. It just doesn't work. You're shaking your head. Why are you shaking your head? Yeah, it doesn't work. You see this happen all the time. Do you work with clients? Are you an agency? Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. You're right. This is good. This is good. Scott, give her some credit. Get in on here. Wave at the camera back there. This is good. Okay, so make it mobile friendly. That's number 6. Okay, so I'm going to summarize very fast before I move into the next part of the presentation. Number 1, okay, check your notes as I'm doing this, okay? Number 1, upper left, logo, brand awareness. Number 2, strong incentive. That is an emotional incentive in the upper right. Number 3, 7-day countdown, 1/3 down the left side of the page. Number 4, make it easy to enter with the Aweber integrated step 1. Number 5, okay, number 5, click to like, click to share, click to tweet, steps 2, 3, and 4. Number 6, make it mobile friendly. Hit me with a question, make it loud.
What tool are you using to build this? Are you going to get to that?
So 2 things. You can use Freelancer, okay, and find a developer and just give them your notes and say, do this. Okay? You can use Odesk or hire somebody to do that. We also do this at Heyo. Okay, this is what we do. This is why I have all this great data, right? And Tom and Sean and Eric, they're going, Nathan, give us this data. Come to the conference, speak, give us the data. So this is the data. This is what's working. So you can use this to do it. There's a 7-day trial if you want to do that, or you can do it, work with a developer. Make it mobile friendly. Okay? This is what it looks like. Eileen said, oh, yes, yes. So many businesses are loving this. I have to tell you, it's unbelievable. They're doing it. Restaurants are doing it during their lunch break. They're launching a campaign because they know Tuesday nights are always empty. So they fill up Tuesday nights, they launch a campaign. Right? Agencies are building this for their clients. They're charging their clients $1,000 to build it because they can drag and drop it together. So the margins work. And this even works for runners. Okay? It works for anybody. Make it mobile friendly. Now, here's what I want to say about this. Aren't these cute, Eileen? Aren't these great? Dory and Lorna. Okay? Dory and Lorna. Okay? Here's what I want to say about Dory and Lorna. They were exploring the other day. They were on a farm. Okay? They're jumping around like little frogs do. They found this bucket, okay, of milk. Little Dory over here, okay, on the right, goes, oh, Lorna, like, we're never going to make it. We're going to drown. We're not going to do it. I'm not swimming anymore. So Dorna drowns. Aw, Dorna's dead, okay? Lorna says, you know, Dorna, I'm going to keep trying. I know I'm doing the same thing. I'm going in circles. This isn't going to work. And you know, before you know it, Lorna has churned this milk so much it turns into butter, and she jumps out and lives. Okay, poor Dorna, all right? Dorna's dead. The point is, okay, keep trying this setup, this strategy. Try a different incentive, okay? Try a different, do, you know, your logo color on white, or then reverse the colors. You know, try things like that. Go back, okay, Scott's got, all you watching the replay, okay? Aweber's got the replays. Go back and watch Ollie's presentation and test some of those things that he articulated in this. Change the button from, you know, enter to get my prize, or enter to get your prize, right, to enter to get my prize, right? Try things like that, and you will win. You will live. You will be the frog that does not drown in the bucket of milk like Dorna. Fair enough? Do we all like milk? Okay, next question. Okay. How 3 campaigns, okay, from last month, this was just last month, each captured 10,000 email leads. Now, when you put a number up like this, everyone wonders, yeah, Nathan, well, how much do they start with, right? Or they already have like 50,000 fans, et cetera, et cetera. What I'm going to show you, okay, is the fan to lead ratio. So you can get a sense of how big they already are, or how small they already are, so you can get a sense of how this will work for you, okay? First one here, love these guys. Pro Audio Star, okay, Pro Audio Star, okay? So we've got, you know, Scott and David back there on the mic, and Gil. I'm sure you guys probably heard of these guys, Pro Audio Star. They launched the campaign. Okay, layout look familiar? Layout look familiar here? The impressions they generated over there, 58,000 impressions. This is free with no ad spend. Okay, this is just after they launched the campaign. They made a Facebook post about it. Paul, their first one, turned into 5, turned into 50, turned into 13,052 new email leads for their Aweber list. Raise your hand. Could you use or maybe double, triple the size of your Aweber list? Amen, right? Okay. And you can see there the conversion rate, 22.3%. Next, this is the RV trailer. Okay, RV trailer. Look at what they did here, okay? Remember I said, like frogs, try again, try some different layouts. You can see here they altered it a bit, but they've still got the major components on here, right? The big giveaway, the countdown, and you can't see it's cut off, but the email opt-in and the steps. 35,000 impressions, 10,000 emails captured for a 30.7% conversion rate, okay? Last one I want to show you, okay, is Nurture Nest. This is a physical product, right? So anyone that's doing a physical product, great, great idea for you guys. Michelle, do you have anything, the psychotherapy stuff, anything physical there, or is it all digital? Mostly digital, okay. So mostly digital stuff, we've already hit a bunch of examples. Nurture Nest, again, physical product. You can see here, win 400 to spend on baby carriers. I want to say something about physical products and digital products for that matter. You do not want to give away your core product. Okay? You do not want to give away your core product. It devalues the heck out of your brand. Right? Next time you put something up on the pricing page, people aren't going to buy because they're going to say, I'm going to wait for a discount. I'm going to wait for the next contest. You know what I mean? Right? Makes sense? Don't give away your product. What you want to give away, okay, think about what you give away like a hamburger. Okay, are we hungry yet? Think about a hamburger. Your core product is the meat in the middle. Okay? You want to give away the lettuce, the ketchup, the mustard, the pickle, the bun. The bun. Right, Eileen? I know what you're looking at. She said the bun. All right. Anyways, look, I have to, one of the things about marketing, okay, even the audio guys are laughing. This is great. Okay, one of the things about marketing, you have to know your demographic. And Scott, I'll tell it, it'll be on camera. Cougars love Nathan. I don't know why. I don't, look, she just growled. Did anybody hear that? That was not a, those of you that haven't gotten the joke, we're not talking about the animal, okay? You got to know your demographic, okay? So Nurture Nest, physical product. It's a really great idea to give away a gift card to spend in your shop, okay? Because you're not devaluing any individual product, and you're not giving away an Amazon gift card, which just the contest junkies are going to come pick up, and they're going to be crap leads for you, okay? So great idea here. 77,000 impressions, okay? Those of you, anyone in here do a lot of Facebook ads? Anybody? No? Oh, okay, what's your name? Ari? Okay, so we have Ari up here in the front. He doesn't have a mic, so I'll repeat what he says. Ari, when you're running Facebook ads, about how much are you paying per 1,000 impressions right now? Okay, Ari said about $2 or $3. Okay, so do the math real quick. With 77,000 free impressions, yes or no, do we like saving money? Yes. Okay, it's a lot of money saved if you can just structure these right. I like to figure out how to win games like this, right, with your brain, okay, not your buck. Okay? Be creative. Figure out how to win by being creative, okay? So Nurture Nest did a great job here. Now, I've showed you these examples, and what I want to do now is a little magic trick, okay? A little magic trick. Eileen, you're going to like this one, okay? Are you ready? You're sitting down. Okay, brace yourself, all right? I want all of you guys, next slide, I'm going to show some cards. There's going to be 4 cards. I'm only going to have it up for about 15 seconds, okay? And Andrea, I want you to pick a card and remember it. Everyone pick a card and remember it. Scott, for the audience, you might just want to zoom. I don't know. They probably have the slide deck to play back and forth, but take a look at these cards. Pick one. Memorize it. Do not forget it. Got it? Okay. I'm psychic. I promise. I've taken Michelle's courses. Is that the same thing, psychic and psychotherapy? Totally different. Damn it. Whoops. Well, Michelle's best friend, who is a psychic. I met her. I'm going to only replace your card. Carla, it's just going to be your card replaced. You ready? Here it is. What? Raise your hand if I replaced your card. Oh, Eileen, be quiet. You're so damn smart. See, hey, oh, customers, they're so smart. If you're still wondering, yeah, she's shaking her head. Yeah, I replaced them all. It just, see, I'll really just destroy the joke here. Okay, see, they're all different. They just kind of look the same. Okay. The reason I do this is, again, I just want to reiterate, you don't want to have tunnel vision when you're doing this kind of thing. Okay, try to spread your focus a bit, see what your competitors are doing, okay, and take what you learn from them, build it into your own campaigns. It'll work really, really well. So, last thing I want to do before we wrap up is, and this is going to maybe be a little bit difficult. Everyone, do your best to stand up. Is there room, Carla? Is there room? Is there room to back your seats up and stand up? Okay, everybody stand up. Get up, get up. You're going to go to break after this. This is also my secret way, speakers in the audience, okay? This is my secret way of always getting a standing ovation. Chris, you like that? You like that? I'm feeling like superpowers because Chris gave me this before I came on stage. He said, Nathan, I'm going to give you this lucky bracelet. See this right there? Epreneur. Now, I said something to him when he gave this to me, but he's going, Okay, I'll stop. So here's what I want to do. When you're thinking about all of these things, okay, it can be a very scary thing to do, right? You're not sure if you want to do it. Listen, I started at 21 years old in my dorm room. I was architecture. Nobody was hiring after the financial crash. I went back home that night. I made cold calls. I started selling $700 Facebook fan pages. My first customer was Carrie Wilkerson, the Barefoot Executive. Anyone know Carrie? Raise your hand. You've seen her speak? First customer, PayPal, okay? Here's what I tell people after they've learned all this stuff, okay? And this will be great for photographers in the room, the Aweber people that do the reel after this. This is one of those conference moments, okay? I want all of you guys to just stand straight up and down. Someone's really who is laughing back there? I love it. Who is that? Raise your hand. I love that energy. That's great. Get up here. Walk your way to stage with me while I do this. Walk up here. Eileen, I want you up here too, because you're making fun of my buns. Get up here. Okay, while they're coming up, I want everyone to try and jump without bending your knees. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, do it. Try. Go ahead, keep going. Scott, pan this out. That's great. Bend your knees. Okay, you look ridiculous. Stop. Okay, here we go. Oh, you ain't going to do it. Oh, it's going to be so good. So we've got, John, we spoke earlier.
Yeah, right.
Let me see if I can remember. What was it again? What do you do? Oh, yeah. Content marketing for prayer ministries.
Yep.
Boom, baby. Here's what I want you to do now, okay? So we're all going to split up a little bit, give us some room. This is a little bit dangerous. Okay, now on the count of 3, I want you guys all to bend your knees, okay, and just jump like regular. But wait, this is like that photo moment. Like the people, the photographers, Scott, you want to get up here and shoot that way at the audience, okay? On the count of 3, I want you to jump as high as you can. Okay, hold on. See, they're getting in place. You can feel it. All right. 1, 2, 3. Go. Okay, here's the deal, people. Follow this with me. Okay? Back in college, when I was starting to be architecture, I could have made the decision, okay, to go through life doing this, right? Because I was really scared of failing and hitting a low point. I could have stayed in school. I could have had a great job, maybe, right? Maybe. I'm smart, though. I could have probably found a job, okay? What you want to keep in mind is that when you take these risks, okay, and if you do hit a low point, right, if you spend some ad dollars on a budget, it doesn't work so well, you are right around the corner from the highest point you've ever been in your business, right? You're saying yes. Everyone's saying yes? Yes, you can clap for that. This is how you get a standing ovation every time. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.